Well, as we're getting ready to send our kids back to school, we're learning more about how coronavirus is spreading among children. More than 97,000 children in the U.S. tested positive in the last 2 weeks of July. And there was a 40% increase in child cases across the states and cities that were studied. This is according to a new report by the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Children's Hospital Association. Now, we're also learning how super spreaders can fuel the transmission of the virus, and they can spread it quickly and without warning. News 4's Erica Byfield explains.
There is growing concern over potential super spreading events, which may be fueling a dramatic spike in cases. Tensions boiling over outside a church in Ventura County, California, where pro-mask demonstrators had gathered. Godspeed Calvary Chapel defying state orders with indoor services.
Now you get a chance to greet one another, however you like. There's freedom. Say hello.
In Sturgis, South Dakota, a 10-day motorcycle rally that's expected to draw up to 250,000 people is still underway.
All the other bike shows have been canceled nationwide.
No masks required.
To me, a little bit frightening.
Dr. Joshua Schiffer is a researcher at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. He and his colleagues published a paper that's not been peer-reviewed, but it found that coronavirus super-spreading events are the result of the right people at the wrong place at the wrong time.
10 to 20% of people are responsible for about 80% of the infections. Then there are these less common but extremely important events where one person can infect dozens and sometimes over 100 people.
According to a model that his team built, the riskiest window for transmission may be very brief, just a 1 to 2 day period in the week after a person is infected.
The most obvious thing is you would try to prevent an unnecessary congregation of people in a tight environment.
With the U.S. topping 5 million cases, these 5 states combined now make up more than 40% of the infections. In Chicago, beaches remain closed, but dozens gathered on one over the weekend anyway.
You know, that picture was, I think, horrifying to many people standing here.
Erica Byfield, News 4, New York.